But my kids, to my children, I'm nobody. But that night they're gonna find out their father's very special.
George Foreman, the legendary heavyweight champion, understands what it's like to climb back into the ring past his prime. The former champion and Olympic gold medalist has witnessed the ups and downs of returning to boxing at an older age.
I'm not getting my bit off on Friday night, so I got my diamond spiked ear covers right there.
All right.
And with Mike Tyson getting in the ring with the much younger Jake Paul in a few hours, Foreman didn't hold back his thoughts. His message to Tyson: don't underestimate the younger fighter. While Mike Tyson is the clear favorite, Foreman sees Jake Paul as a genuine challenge. Sure, Tyson might be known for his power and raw aggression, but as Foreman points out, time is on Paul's side. The 31-year age gap is not a small matter, especially in a sport like boxing where speed, endurance, and stamina can often outweigh pure strength. Jake Paul is no slouch, and he's not afraid of that kind of opponent, Foreman said. He knows that Paul's youth alone could tip the scales, and he's openly warning Tyson not to take the younger fighter lightly.
For me, I see Mike Tyson being a very hard puncher, and I was like, if Jake is going to be kind of difficult for Jake to do anything, but you never know. I mean, if there's some kind of circumstantial thing where Mike Tyson's not training the way he's supposed to, something's wrong.
Foreman also gave a nod to Paul's punching power, acknowledging that Paul could have sent me to sleep. Now think of it. That is the legendary George Foreman admitting that Jake can put him to sleep. That alone is a heavy warning to Tyson. And while Tyson's past fights showcased his ferocity and one-punch power, his prime years are long behind him. Foreman understands this better than most, having come out of retirement himself at 45 to reclaim the heavyweight title. He's seen firsthand how age changes everything in the ring, from reaction times to endurance levels, and he's urging Tyson to be cautious about Paul's right hand.
And what did you initially think when you heard that Mike Tyson was going to be getting in the ring with Jake?
I was thinking that Jake Paul was going to be in trouble because, you know, Mike Tyson knows how to throw great body punches, great headshots. And, you know, we'll just have to see if he's going to do them in the ring. I'm hoping that he'll do that. It's a task.
Despite these warnings, Foreman seems genuinely thrilled to see Tyson in such good shape. "I'm very happy for Mike Tyson," he shared, saying that this fight offers Tyson something bigger than a win. It's about bringing excitement back into his life. Tyson has spoken often about missing the thrill of the ring, the crowd, and the competition. And Foreman, a man who found his own late career resurgence, seems to understand the pull that draws these legends back. There's a certain electricity in the build-up to a big fight, and for Tyson, it's clear that this event has reignited that fire within him.
In the ring with you, I'm so honored you're a legend, but I'm gonna take your throne, brother.
That said, Foreman is realistic about Tyson's odds. He's one of the few voices acknowledging that while Tyson remains a fierce competitor, he's no longer at the top of his game, and he may struggle to keep up with Paul's youthful pace. Foreman went as far as to predict that Tyson may not be able to knock out Paul during the 8-round bout. At his peak, Tyson was a knockout artist, ending fights in the early rounds with frightening efficiency, but facing a young, energetic opponent like Paul for 8 full rounds at this stage in his life? Well, according to Foreman, that's a different kind of challenge altogether. But that is not what Mike Tyson thinks. Actually, just hours before they get in the ring, Mike Tyson has sent a message for Jake Paul, and it's clear he's not messing around. In an explosive interview with TalkSport, Tyson declared he's bringing the devil himself to this fight. At 58, Tyson isn't just stepping back into the ring to go a few rounds. He's coming in with the kind of fierce intensity that built his legendary status. When the interviewer asked if he was planning to bring darkness to the ring, Tyson didn't hesitate. "Even better than that," he replied. "I'm bringing the devil himself." Tyson's words come with a weight that can't be ignored. He's aware of his age, but he's also aware of what he's still capable of, and his words hint at a drive that's as powerful as ever. It's clear Tyson is looking to prove something, not just to himself, but to everyone, doubting he still has what it takes. Jake Paul may be younger, but in Tyson's mind, that doesn't mean he's stronger or more prepared.
You know, it's hard to box at when you're that old, moving around the ring, throwing punches, getting punches thrown at you. But I think he can handle it.
For Tyson, this isn't just another comeback. It's a chance to remind everyone why he's called Iron Mike. The fight is set, the training is done, and in Tyson's words, the process is over. Now is the fight. The fight is the party. His mentality is as fierce as it was decades ago. He doesn't see this as a friendly exhibition, but as a real hard-fought battle where he plans to go all out. To him, training was the painful part. He described the grueling build-up saying, "The process is tough, but the fight is the party." It's a party where he's the main event, and he's not planning to let his age or Jake Paul's confidence slow him down.
Oh, Jake, did you see Mike Tyson
dropping his sparring partner?
I was talking about, I fucking saw it. I was talking about shit, I saw it. And I don't give a fuck. Sure, he's looking good. Sure, he's looking all of that. Oh, he's dropping people. He's fast. So the fuck am I. People want the truth.
I don't think people want you to kill Mike Tyson.
Okay.
One of the biggest questions fans and critics have is whether Tyson is looking for a knockout. Tyson's answer? A firm definitely. To him, he's not coming into the ring just to dance around. He's planning to go for the knockout punch. In his mind, the purpose of the months of hard training wasn't just to put on a good show, but to finish the fight the way he knows best, by ending it early. He's fully aware that people are talking, questioning his abilities, and he's determined to shut them all up.
Who wants to bet on it, huh? Does anyone want to bet on it? I'm shaking hands. So how much we want to bet on this? You said, Mike, how much you want to bet? He said he's good. That's what I thought. Me. How much you want to bet?
5,000.
How much?
How much you?
How much? As much as you're willing to lose, brother.
Okay, so I'll give you.
The Texas Commission has sanctioned the fight, giving Tyson the green light to show the world he can still throw punches like he used to. Scheduled for 8 rounds of 2 minutes each, the bout will have all the atmosphere of a professional showdown. This isn't just an exhibition where both fighters plan to hold back. It's an officially sanctioned contest, meaning Tyson is free to bring his infamous power and grit to the ring. And Tyson, being Tyson, wouldn't have it any other way. He's aiming to prove that despite his age, he's still a lethal force when it comes to boxing.
The age difference is big enough that the event is dangerous. I kind of wish that Mike had found some other way to do business rather than to fight somebody who's Jake's age and has a chance to get in the kind of shape that Jake might get into. But because Jake Paul will train, Jake Paul will lift weights,
The fight week kicked off on Tuesday with a public workout, and all eyes were glued to Tyson. While he's posted training clips on social media in recent months, fans hadn't seen him perform in a full workout, and this was their chance. Tyson showed up and delivered. Under the guidance of his coach, Rafael Cordero, he unleashed a relentless assault on the pads, moving with an intensity that quickly went viral. The workout left many quite amazed and even shifted predictions. Tyson's punches were sharp, fast, and powerful, and the raw energy had people wondering if Jake Paul truly understood what he was in for.
To me, it's just a show. It's like people paying their tickets and paying pay-per-view to watch Royal Rumble. That's just the way I see it. Look, Tyson's almost 60. If we go back to his last fights when he was still a professional fighter, his last couple of performances were not very good performances. And I don't even know how long ago that was.
Fans online didn't hold back their reactions. One viewer, clearly impressed, commented, "If Tyson doesn't win, it's 100% rigged. Even at 58, he's a far superior boxer than Jake." Another chimed in, pointing out that Jake may have seriously miscalculated. "Jake's made a mistake here." And a third fan summed up the general thoughts, writing, "Mike Tyson still got it. Jake Paul better be ready for a real fight."
Do you see Mike winning or do you see Jake winning?
I don't know. It's all depending on how Jake fight, I tell you what, it's cause somebody gonna tell him it's too crazy to be trying to get close to the guy. He gonna stay like that. Mike like he get in and he curve up like this and snap out and get you.
Yeah.
However, watching the training sessions of both Mike Tyson and Jake Paul, it's clear that each fighter brings a different energy and style to the ring, but there's a big divide in skill and experience. Tyson may be pushing 60, but his movements remain sharp and calculated, like a boxer who spent decades perfecting his craft. Even in his brief workout, Tyson showcased his signature power and precision, leaving little doubt that the skills that made him a legend are still there. Jake Paul, on the other hand, displayed strength and aggression, but seemed to lack the finesse and depth of Tyson's technique.
Don't charge at me, Tyson.
Tyson's training session revealed a lot about his approach to this fight. Despite his age, Tyson still moved with a level of speed and sharpness that surprised many. His punches, though quick and powerful, were calculated, showing that he's not just relying on brute strength, but rather on skill honed over years in the ring. His combos, especially his head jabs and body punches, looked sharp and devastating, a throwback to the prime years when he dominated the heavyweight scene. Tyson's strategic use of head jabs to set up his body shots suggests a possible approach to wear down Paul's stamina early, a tactic that would put Paul on the defensive and keep him guessing. Tyson's movements also looked surprisingly fast, especially for his age, giving fans a glimpse of the fighter he once was.
Boy, fuck Mike Tyson and that motherfucking prepped up white boy. That white boy ain't tough.
Jake Paul's workout, in contrast, emphasized his raw power and size. Paul, who has been training hard for this fight, certainly appeared to have the physical advantage, moving with strength and throwing punches with force. His bulked-up frame, however, seemed to slow him down, and his technique appeared less refined compared to Tyson's sharp and methodical style. Paul's workout mainly showcased 1-2 combos, lacking the layering and fluid transitions that Tyson displayed. While Paul can hit hard, his movements lack the quick reflexes and timing Tyson demonstrated, raising questions about how well he'll fare against Tyson's more advanced skills.
What's your predictions then? Obviously, some people think Mike Tyson could get seriously hurt. Some people think it's only going to be an exhibition and no one's going to get hurt. Do you think Mike Tyson can come out the winner and knock Jake Paul out?
Mike Tyson can knock him out, yeah, easily. If he get caught, you know what I'm saying, that's Mike Tyson. If he punch you, he gonna knock you out. I don't care.
One thing that stood out during Tyson's session was his stamina, or rather, the possible limits of it. Tyson was sweating heavily by the end of his short workout, and while his punches retained their power, the signs of fatigue were noticeable. At his age, conditioning is naturally more challenging, and Tyson's stamina may become a major factor if the fight extends into the later rounds. This could be the reason Tyson opted for shorter, 2-minute rounds for this bout, potentially to keep the intensity high without exhausting himself. However, even with shorter rounds, Tyson may struggle if he can't secure a knockout early. But considering the sheer impact of his punches, it's also possible Tyson won't need many rounds to make his point in the ring.
I like Jake. That's it.
You think he's doing a good job?
Yes.
What do you think about the Tyson fight that he just announced?
That's awesome. Fuck yeah, dude. Try to fight Tyson. If he knocks you out, but at least you fought Tyson. That's cool.
Paul, for his part, didn't look especially agile at the end of his session either. Carrying the extra muscle mass could be both a strength and a vulnerability for him. His larger frame suggests he's prepared to absorb Tyson's heavy punches, hoping to tire out the veteran and capitalize in the later rounds. This strategy, though potentially effective, also requires significant endurance on Paul's part. There's a chance that Paul's size will end up working against him, slowing his movements and limiting his ability to keep up with Tyson's calculated pace. Tyson, despite his age, has muscle memory and boxing IQ that could turn Paul's physical advantage into a disadvantage if he can outmaneuver him early on.
Listen, I started Jake off and I'm gonna finish him.
Hey, I hope y'all keep that same energy when I knock this old man the fuck out.
This man is...
Although Paul's strategy seems built around enduring Tyson's power and possibly outlasting him, his focus in training hasn't been all business. Wearing a chicken wig and joking around during his workouts, Paul seems to be sticking with his characteristic approach, mixing entertainment with his training regimen. It's hard to tell if his playful demeanor is a genuine expression of confidence or a distraction from the seriousness of the fight. While Paul is known for bringing his online persona into the ring, his antics might be masking nerves or uncertainty. Whether his approach will help him stay calm or end up underestimating Tyson's power is something only the fight will reveal.
Okay, alright, upcoming fight.
Tyson, Jake Paul. Tyke Tyson by knockout.
Did he say Tyke Tyson?
Mike Tyson.
All right.
The tension surrounding the Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson fight reached a new level at the final press conference on Wednesday. Both men had spent months exchanging verbal jabs, fueling anticipation and fan excitement. But now, as the fight loomed near, there was no more talking to be done, just a few last words and stares before stepping into the ring. Tyson, age 58, has taken on a mix of questions from media skeptics and influencers, all trying to poke at his age, health, and ability to withstand a fight against a young, determined opponent. But on Wednesday, Tyson stood calm, exuding confidence and a sense of purpose. With an impressive career record and a legacy to protect, he seemed like a man ready to fight and prove himself again.
If it's under decision, probably Mike would win it, hopefully a knockout. If decision is Jake.
I don't even know how to call these fights because it's like I don't know what the fuck it really is. But I feel like there's more money in the future for Jake to continue fighting, so it makes sense that Jake would win to continue to get like
Jake
bags.
Clearly has knockout power.
Yeah.
The press conference felt like a culmination of months of hype. Tyson's health has been a major concern for his fans, especially after an ulcer flare-up in May that forced him into the hospital and delayed the fight. Despite these worries, Tyson has been committed to this bout, promising his fans that he's still got the grit and power that made him a legend in the first place. For the past few weeks, he has openly talked about unleashing the beast within him. For Tyson, this fight represents more than just another showdown. It's a chance to show that age is irrelevant when it comes to true skill and instinct.
Jake Paul, Michael Tyson. What do you think is going to happen? I want to hear from you because I feel like you have a lot more sense than the average person I spoke to about this.
I think
Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson.
Jake Paul gonna win, bro.
Yo, see, this is my guy. This is the fuck I'm talking about. Because he actually makes fucking sense. What is making niggas think that a 58-year-old man is about to whoop a 27-year-old?
Tyson's confidence in the lead up to this fight has been evident in his words. During the press tour, he's been clear that he sees a fundamental difference between himself and Jake Paul, a distinction he feels is so deep that it defines how each fighter approaches the ring. In a pre-fight documentary, Tyson didn't hold back, saying, "There's a fundamental difference between me and Jake. He's a manufactured killer. Television and papers made him a killer. He's manufactured. I'm a natural-born killer. That's the difference." This comment wasn't just a jab at Paul's rise to fame, but a claim about authenticity, something Tyson prides himself on. For him, Paul might be hungry and young, but Tyson believes he possesses an innate drive that can't be replicated or manufactured. That's the real killer instinct, Tyson implies, something that can't be learned or bought.
Oh no. I forgot Katie Taylor back here. How much you want to bet?
How much do you want to bet?
As much as you want. I'm not losing. No shot in hell.
Well, do you want to bet your purse?
Yeah, let's bet the purse.
Oh my
Deal.
dear. Well played.
And I'm sending out contracts too.
The stakes.
However, the fierce words were largely absent on Wednesday. Tyson seemed worn down by the endless media hype, the promotional obligations, and the back and forth with Paul. His only real response to questions was simple and to the point. "I'm just ready." Tyson's focus was on the ring, and he seemed done with the talking. To the media, he was direct. To Paul, he was indifferent. He had one message for everyone there, including himself. He's not here to lose.
This fight is not going to change my lifestyle financially.
If Jake Paul get in that ring and start trying to prove a point in that fight, man, I'm just telling you, the younger generation, man, how we look at you, we ain't trying to see that, man.
This quiet confidence seemed to unnerve some in the crowd, and Tyson's agitation surfaced slightly when someone asked him if he could lose the fight. Tyson's response was emphatic, a direct statement to everyone listening, "I'm not gonna lose." In a sport where every punch and round is unpredictable, Tyson's certainty stood out. For a man nearing his 60s, with a body that has endured more punches than most people can imagine, Tyson's unshakable belief in his ability was a bold reminder of his legendary status. On the other side, Jake Paul was doing everything he could to provoke Tyson. Paul came into the press conference looking ready to fight both verbally and physically. In a nod to Tyson's infamous incident with Evander Holyfield where Tyson bit Holyfield's ear, Paul wore diamond-studded ear covers, making a theatrical show of protecting himself from any similar surprise. The crowd noticed, and Paul seemed to feed off their reaction, leaning into his playful, sometimes antagonistic persona. The 27-year-old YouTuber turned boxer also addressed Tyson directly, taunting him by saying he wanted to see the old savage Mike Tyson, the baddest man on the planet. Paul insisted that he didn't want any excuses from Tyson, even going as far as to challenge him to bring his A-game. Paul's bravado didn't stop there. He seemed eager to remind the room that he was the younger fighter with endurance and power on his side.
You had a great career, but in many ways, this is the biggest event that you've ever been a part of. What does this say about this night and this matchup?
First of all, no one else can do this but me, I believe. And like you said, this is the greatest boxing match in the history of boxing, and it's because I'm a part of it.
Yeah, he's the GOAT.
Still, even with his taunts, Tyson remained mostly unfazed. In typical Jake Paul fashion, he didn't stop with the verbal jabs. Instead, he took things further, laying out a series of bold wagers. He dared Tyson's fans and supporters to bet against him, offering property in India, $1 million, a ring, and even his own purse if Tyson won. Paul was practically shouting out to the doubters, laying down a challenge that showed his confidence, or perhaps his recklessness.
I think that this fight between Jake Paul and Mike Tyson is Mike Tyson saying, hey, look, I still got it. I'm still that guy. And I think this is Jake Paul saying, hey, look, I'm new here, but I'm skilled. And shout out to both fighters. Honestly, I love the entertainment value that I'm getting out of this.
These stakes weren't just for the fans. They were a show of his own belief in his abilities, almost daring Tyson to prove him wrong. Yet, Tyson's calm demeanor remained intact. The years of experience, the grueling battles, and the countless challenges he's overcome have taught him not to react to such provocations. Tyson knew what he had to do, and he wasn't about to let Paul's showmanship throw him off balance. For Tyson, the bets, the diamond-studded ear covers, and the antics were all part of the spectacle surrounding the fight. None of it seemed to matter as he stayed focused on what he'd come to do.
But why is he choosing to do it well? He's doing it for one reason and one reason only, and that is the money. He's getting paid so much money to do this. So that tells me he's getting bought. So again, it is sad that someone like Mike Tyson can get bought.
To him, this is more than just a fight. It's a chance to show the world that the baddest man on the planet still has what it takes to dominate. And for Paul, this fight represents the next step in his journey to legitimacy. A chance to prove that his rise in boxing isn't just hype. Tyson may be in his late 50s, but with every move he's made in the last few weeks, he's shown that he's more than prepared to make a statement in the ring. Well, how do you think it's gonna got coming fight night? Share your thoughts below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more updates. See you in the next one.